Hey, this is Rush. In this lesson, we're going to have some fun because we're going to be adding products. So let's add this to our store. Let's click on plus here. And when we click on plus, this is going to be our push to store page. Now, this push to store page is going to allow us to add this product to our store, but also customize basically everything about this product before we add it to our store. Now, the first thing that we want to do when customizing a product, we want to make sure that besides the images, which we are going to choose right now, which images we are planning on using, besides the images, making sure that we pick some nice images from the supplier here, is to make sure that we are not going to be using this really boring static AliExpress product description. It's never recommended. We don't do it. We don't recommend anybody do it. What we are going to do instead is we are going to generate a product description, a really cool product description using AI, using our AI brand builder. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Generate Content Kit. And what this is going to do is it's going to basically just generate a great description for this product for us. This content AI brand builder, not only will it generate product descriptions for you, but it will also generate Facebook ad copy, TikTok ad copy, Google ad copy, Twitter post, and you're going to use these either for paid marketing campaigns or for organic UGC content when you're creating it, or organic Twitter posts and tweets and Facebook posts and all that kind of stuff. And you're going to generate all this really with a click of the button here. So right now, we're more interested in just creating product descriptions. So we're going to use SEO product description, but we can do it for everything. Let's use SEO product description. And I like to add emojis. I like to add definitely features and benefits. So not only is it going to generate a really great product description for this egg box here, but also it's going to add emojis, features and benefits. And we're going to also be able to choose our writing style. And, we can choose really something that is brand appropriate. So if your brand is kind of funny and humorous and you have a store that is like maybe for pets, you want to be kind of funny and humorous, you can definitely use this. If you want to be something a little bit more professional, you can do this expertise. For us, we're going to do friendly and informal. And we can choose language too. So if we had a store in different languages, we can choose this content in different language. So now that we've chosen our settings, we have our automatic rolling egg box. Let's generate. And right away, you're going to start to see the answers here. And these three options, we are basically programmed these three options with our product description formula, basically. But we've kind of done all the work for you here. There is a very strong formula that really will lead people while reading the product description into a really great script. And we've programmed our AI brand builder here to kind of write this kind of script in a particular formula. But not only do we have a program for formula number one, we have two separate formulas also that we've programmed into here that are going to write these really great product descriptions. And as you see here, the product descriptions are a little bit different, and then really hitting our audience here and our shoppers in a little different way. It's really up to you which one you like, but they're all going to have, some cool emojis if you choose so, some great features and benefits. And this is what's so great about this is that unless you are super, super, super knowledgeable and you have tons and tons and tons of time to write these things, this is really not only going to write these descriptions for you, but it's also going to come up with really great benefits. And really, one of the most important part of selling is really not to focus on the features, but to really focus on the benefits. What is the benefit of buying this automatic rolling egg box? So once we're happy with the product description, we are going to click on use this. And now we have our product description. So let's close this. We don't need this anymore. And of course, title, we can make it a bit shorter. We don't really need this whole title here. So we can get rid of this and make it a little cleaner. And now we have chosen our images. And now we are in the pricing section of the push to store, right? So we've created our product description here. We have our title. We've chosen some cool images. And now we are at the pricing component. So for AliExpress, since this is just an AliExpress product, we have some suggested prices here, but these prices are really not going to be the way we're going to approach setting a price for our store. We're going to use our pricing rules to automate setting prices for our product. So I want to add 50 products to my store, 100 products to my store. I don't want to have to come here every single product and figure out what price am I going to sell it, what I'm going to put the compare price at. What we want to do is we want to automate the setting of prices based on some rules, and that's why it's called pricing rules, right? So what we want to do is we want to click on this, use pricing rules. We're going to click on manage rules to see how we are planning on pricing our products. Basically, these pricing rules is a way for us to automate the pricing of products. So I'll give you an example. Let's say we have a product cost of $5 from the supplier. So we are buying this product for $5 from the supplier, putting a multiplier here of 3. What that means is that we are going to multiply this $5 cost by 3, which will make it $15. And that means we're going to be selling this product for $15 on our store. The same thing happens here for the compare app price. So the compare app price is basically the discounted price. So you see this on a lot of stores where they say this product originally was $20 and you are going to get it for the discounted price of $10. And it's really up to you if you want to add this kind of type of a compare app price to your store. You can decide not to use it. I like to use it because, again, it's another way for people to see the value that you're offering. And if you don't want to do multipliers, you can also do a fixed markup. So a fixed markup basically says that if a price of the product from the supplier is at $5, then we are just going to be adding $3. We're going to be selling the product for $8. So let's go back to multiplier. And again, we've preset these. You don't have to really change it unless you really want to really mess around with it and have some really custom pricing rules. And if you want to do that, then you can do advanced pricing rules. Suffice to say, you can get really fancy with this and you can create really complex pricing rules that will price different products differently based on the cost. So we're not going to do that right now, but we're going to now go back and say that these are the pricing rules that we're going to set. So we're going to save all, and let's go back to our store here. So now let's look at how these pricing rules that we've set up, which is the 3 times markup, is going to affect the price of the product, what we're going to be pricing this product. And in order to see this, we need to go to the fulfillment source. So what is the fulfillment source? The fulfillment source is basically, this is the supplier that is going to be shipping out the product to your customer, right? And let's look at this section over here to kind of not only look at the pricing rules and how they're going to affect the final price of the product, but also about some of the features of this fulfillment source section. So right away, you're going to be able to see that we already have these suppliers rated on Solid Trend, and you're going to be able to see how they're rated based on item as described, the shipping speed, and the communication with us, the sellers. And over here, you're going to be able to see the product price, and you're going to see here a range. And that's why setting up pricing rules is very important, because if we had set up just a static price here, let's say we want to sell this product for $25 and we want to sell this product for compare ad is $50. Let's say we had done this and we didn't use pricing rules. The problem is that this particular product has multiple different variations, different options that you can buy from the supplier. And if a customer ends up choosing a variation that is $28 and we are only selling this for $25, then we're going to be losing money on every single sale. That's why it's great to have pricing rules, because the pricing rule is going to adjust automatically and dynamically based on what the actual variation is priced. So if the variation is priced $11.26 and we multiply that by 3, it's going to be around $33. But if the variation that the customer chooses is $28, we are not going to be selling it for $33. We are going to be selling it for $84. Multiply that by 3. So that's how we are going to be dynamically adjusting the price that we're selling this product automatically. So once you set these pricing rules, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to do anything. These pricing rules are going to be automatically set for you. And now we're going to be able to, let's look at this edit variance to kind of get a little bit more clarity on how all of these pricing rules are really going to work, right? So these are basically our pricing rules that we've set up. $11 is the price of this variation. As I mentioned, this supplier will sell different variations of this egg box. As you can see here in the image, you can either get a 1 layer, 2 layer, and 3 layer, and they have different prices. $11 USD for this particular variation with the 1 layer. And when we multiply that by 3, this is going to actually be our cost, and this is going to be our actual price that we're going to be selling it at. And you can see our profit is going to be $22. But if this item, this 3 stack variation, is being sold for $28 by the supplier, we're actually going to be selling it at $85 in our store, and we are still going to maintain our profit margin here for selling this product. Now, you can always change these. You're more than welcome to say, you know what, I don't really want to sell it for 85. I want to sell it for, let's say, 55. And you're going to see this adjust here. If you want to keep these profit margins the same, you can kind of adjust it and kind of mess around with them until you're happy with the profit margin. Actually, as you can see here, there is no inventory at the supplier. So the supplier has run out of inventory, and we can see this clearly right here. So obviously, we don't want to add this product from a supplier that has run out of inventory, right? We want to make sure to add this from a supplier that has full inventory, and you can even see this in here that there's no stock for this from the supplier. So one way we can do this is to locate another supplier, and we've made it super easy for you to locate suppliers using Sell the Trend. Now, you can obviously do this on your own. You can go to AliExpress, locate this product, a similar product, and then use this custom source here to add the URL of the supplier. So let's say we go back to here and we go into here and we say egg box, I think. And you can find this something similar. Again, this is not the exact product, but you can find something similar here like this one or maybe this one. And you can use the URL. So you can click on this, go to the URL here at the top, go back to Sell the Trend and add the URL of this supplier into here and click OK, and that will add this supplier to here, and then now you're going to be start fulfilling the orders using that supplier that we just located. Another way to do this is to click on the AI Supplier Finder. So what the AI Supplier Finder is going to do is automatically locate matching products from different suppliers on AliExpress that are selling the exact product. And you can see here, you're going to be able to find a lot of different suppliers selling this exact product. And let's go with this one. So you're going to be able to see here that there's a lot of different suppliers with different prices. They're selling it at different prices here. Some of them even offer free shipping. Let's go with this one, even though the price here is actually within our range, but they also offer free shipping, and they have actually some orders. So they've sold this product before. So I kind of like that. That's definitely a good thing. So let's click on select. And what that's going to do is going to add that supplier into this fulfillment source section. And as you can see, they have tons of stock. So that's not going to be a problem fulfilling orders. And if we go on edit variants again, you're going to see this supplier not only has a lot of stock, but also have different options and different features. And that's where our pricing rules come into play again, because we don't have to auto adjust these prices for every single variation. Sell the Trend automatically adjusts the prices using the pricing rules for you. And you can see here, you're still positive in the profit. Now let's click on one more thing in this page actually that is going to affect our profit, which is the shipping. So you can click on this button right here, and what that's going to tell you, there's free shipping to the United States with this product, and you can go to different countries. You can go to France, let's say, and let's see what the shipping is to France. 13 to 17 days to France, and the UK and here, and it will tell you all the different shipping to this. So if there was a price here for this product, then that price would have been reflected in this column, and then your profit margins would have been adjusted based on the shipping to that country. Now, it's very important to note that just by choosing a country here doesn't mean that this product will only ship to that country, or somehow you've set the actual shipping charges or the shipping costs, or you've selected a shipping channel or anything like that. This is just so you can figure out what your profit margins look like if you end up shipping to different countries. The actual shipping options will be set at fulfillment when you actually sell the product. So let's close that. Now we have our price selected, what we're going to be selling this product for. We have our pricing rules. We have a good supplier that has a lot of inventory, and we are ready to add this product to our store. So let's click on push to store right here at the top. And what that's going to do is going to create our product page for us, almost instantly. Now, before we take a look at our product page on Sell the Trend, we also recommend to import reviews to every single product that you have added to your store. Now, customer reviews is a great way to show social proof. And when you buy something, you always want to look to see if people have bought it before, what kind of experience do they have. Maybe look at actual pictures of the product instead of the supplier pictures or the manufacturer pictures. So we always recommend adding reviews, and we've made it, again, super easy for you to one-click add reviews for this product straight into your store. So let's click on import reviews. And here we've already populated the AliExpress supplier where we're going to be grabbing these reviews from, but you can, of course, add any link here to other AliExpress supplier. If for whatever reason this supplier doesn't have a lot of reviews, this supplier here has made some orders. probably has some reviews there. Well, we can try and see how many reviews we can be able to grab. So let's click on import. And we have 28 reviews. So that's great. So now we can click on go to product page here to check out our newly created product page, or we can click on this eye here to view the product on our store. So let's click on this. And voila, we have our product page here created. We have our reviews. We have all the options that we chosen with the different options that we chose from the supplier. We have our beautiful description here. So in a really quick order, we were able to create this great product. So that's why adding the correct products to your store is absolutely key to succeeding in dropshipping.